All right. What's up, Internet? My name's Gray, like the color, and I own Retro Exchange here in sunny Peoria, Arizona, known on eBay, whatnot, and beyond as Rex for short. And today on Rex Knows What's Awesome, we're going to talk about YouTube. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the very app that you and I are sharing through cyberspace right now. However, as to not make this a 5-hour long deep dive, we're going to stick to how it relates to us and all of our toy, video game, trading card game collecting geekdom. So that's going to be our scope, and we're going to tell you why YouTube is awesome. So my first memories of YouTube back in, geez, I don't even know really when it started, somewhere in the 20-teens, I guess, was toy commercials, okay? Adult toy collecting really kicks off in the late 90s with the Star Wars Power of the Force 2 reissue and McFarlane's Spawn toys, Hot Wheels Redlines, and Beanie Babies. I've talked about that before, see episode 1. But that started us Gen Xers as we were entering the workplace, graduating college, finally had some of that money to spend to reclaim our childhoods. We wanted to start seeing those old cartoons and toy commercials. Now, a lot of us 80s latchkey kids had stacks of VHS tapes where we had recorded various movies, sporting events, TV shows, cartoons, etc. And I remember back in those days going through all my parents' VHS, just praying to find a commercial. And my favorite one, back then, if I'd have thought, man, do you remember that G.I. Joe commercial with the popsicle stick fort in the canyon the kids made in their backyard? G.I. Joe Conquest X-30. And the plane would fly down, and they would blow it up, and the figures would go flying everywhere. Incredible. I loved those G.I. Joe commercials. I would try and fail to replicate those little dioramas in my backyard. But say, you know, in the 90s, I remembered that commercial and I wanted to share it with somebody. Only if I was lucky enough to have caught it on a VHS tape with a rerun of Welcome Back, Kotter or something, would I be able to share it with people. But once YouTube started to take off, it was super easy. Click, 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 bam, there was that commercial. Or any myriad of other commercials, episodes of forgotten cartoons and things like that. Being able to share those early television content was incredible, and it really added to the whole toy collecting atmosphere. And then beyond that, the next thing when I think about YouTube, I want to shout out to James Rolfe, the angry Nintendo nerd and currently the angry video game nerd. I do think he's very important in the evolution of YouTube, because his videos went viral and he'd be playing these old games and just cussing and yelling at the screen and throwing stuff and beating up Bugs Bunny. They are hilarious. I love them. I loved them then. I love them now. But you can't understate their importance. They brought this skit comedy, this mature level, like, you know, we were early 20s or late teens, and the things he was saying were like, oh my God, this is on my TV or my computer right now. So it was cutting edge, it was hilarious, and I think that it birthed just an entire wave of skit comedy and friendly, geeky, nerd-related content. As you get closer into today, and when we're looking at right now, if I'm a fan of any of this stuff, YouTube is the place to go. I can watch tutorials on how to paint Warhammer miniatures from MS Paints or Squidmar. I can watch battle reports of wargaming games. I can watch people like Axeman and Syntac and Neebs Gaming play my favorite games like Ark and Minecraft and follow along with their adventures. I can go to Pixel Dan and Secret Galaxy and learn the history of action figure lines and specific toys. I can go watch Super Bowl 7 if I want to. The amount of stuff that you can just rewind and watch on YouTube is limitless, and that's why YouTube is awesome. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, follow, all that stuff for more content like this. We'll see you next time. Thank you, congratulations, and enjoy.